Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Replicant, we just beat the opening scene, and now we are in Yonah and the protagonist's house, 1400 years in the future. And I don't really recognize this Nier, this protagonist. I know the older one that has kind of like the long hair that's sort of straggling and wearing pants rather than shorts, but I really like this costume. And that's our house, apparently. Very medieval looking. And here's a chicken. Kind of makes me think of Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. And we got a town here. Yeah, very beautiful game. I'm not really one for, like, you know, counting frame rates or like things popping in and out as you walk towards them. I'm more about just the stylistic choices. And if I like a style, then I'll be okay with almost any graphics. But yeah, very light, very bright. I kind of noticed this about Nier Automata as well. And then the protagonist starts with this sword already. And then I'm not going to talk to NPCs here. I'll do that on my own time. But look at that. Very accomplished swordsman. And a little bit of kind of floating in the air. Kind of like 2B. And then here, we have a little square, I guess. And I think that's Devila? This kind of stopped my heart. Devila and Popola, they appear in Automata, of course. But if I remember, they were like clones? Or like copies of them? I'm assuming this Devila and Popola are the real one. This dog is funny. Yeah, but I was not expecting this kind of like, this medieval setting. This almost super stereotypical kind of advanced Dungeons and Dragons kind of a setting. But then this contrasted with kind of that modern day thing that we saw in the first part. Very confusing. Oh, and that was Japan. I forgot to say in that video, but they had the yellow kind of rubber squares, you know, stuck on the ground. Those are put there for blind people so that they can navigate cities and streets and things. I don't believe they have that in any country besides Japan. I can say pretty confidently that they don't have the same style. So yeah, maybe that opening scene was in Japan. Yeah, but I kind of get a sense of like Eco, or Shadow of Colossus, or The Last Guardian, kind of a vibe from here as well.
彼女のためにもたくさん稼いでお金持ちになりたいと思うけどなかなかうまくいきません。やっぱり
And then I have talked to some of the NPCs, and their voice acting is pretty average for Japanese voice acting. But Yonah and the protagonist are very good. But also kind of stereotypical of like the what is it, kind of the pure-hearted younger sister and the cheerful older brother. But we have this town square made out of stone mostly. And you know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of Fio's time from Nier Reincarnation. This is how I would imagine it in 3D. Wouldn't that be something if Fio was from this time period? We got various shopkeepers and things. I don't think I have any money. More chickens. And then gates that lead to different areas. They're saying like, oh, there's a haunted house that way, and there's strong enemies this way, and there's a castle. So yeah, it feels all very stereotypically RPG. Oh, the costume here on the protagonist. That kind of like kind of a tunic thing going front and back. That also kind of reminds me of Iko. And then Popola, she's in the library. She is asking for us. And spoiler alert, but this library appears at the end of Automata, towards the end. And it also appeared recently in Nier Reincarnation. And Devila and Popola were in there. So this structure seems to be very important. It's kind of wild to get here so early in this game. But yeah, here it is. It's all white in Automata. Because I am assuming it's like a facade. Or like a copy. But in Reincarnation it looks similar to this. And then also very kind of linked in that game to the Sino Alice library. Funny languages. I'd like to know what languages. Yeah, but this kind of stopped my heart as well. I'm playing all these games out of order. But still, to see kind of similar areas, similar characters, is affecting. And I remember that we can go into these doors in Automata. I don't really remember anything being in them. Maybe something will trigger my memory. That's funny. Yeah, I wonder where all these, where all this knowledge came from. Like this town, you could really call it a town or a village. It doesn't seem very advanced in any way. Alright, here's Popola. Okay, so she still has a cough in this world as well. I wonder if one world is like the dream of the other. Right, one of the townspeople told me that Popola has quests for me. Also reminding me of like old school Dungeons and Dragons.
それからついでに依頼の人から
More
薬草を
jobs.
3個買ってきてもらえる？ちょう
I
ど切
might
らしちゃっ
have
て。
enough
はい。
medicinal herbs, just like that I picked up around the field.
お金が余っちゃうよ。
But I might not need to buy any.
ヨナちゃんへの薬草でも買ってあげなさい。
それは
お願いね。羊の肉を3個と薬草をさ。
いつもありがとう、ポポルさん。
急にどうしたの？
身寄りのない僕ら兄弟を気にかけてくれて。僕らポポルさんや村の人には
So at the end of the opening scene, we got a hint of
困った時はお互い様。
Yonah and the protagonist's
み
parents.
んな早くヨナちゃん
It
の
seems that
元気
they're
な姿が見たいのよ。だから頑張っ
And
て
maybe the villagers and Devila and Popula are taking care of them. And that was kind of cool how they show the inside of buildings. It's almost like a dollhouse.
鍵がかかっているみたい。
Ah, this is locked. Alright. Alright, we'll skip ahead here. Exiting, I found Yonah here.
ダメじゃないか。ちゃんと家で寝てなきゃ。ほら、服のリボンもほどけてる
She's
ぞ。
cute.
ごめんなさい。でもヨナね、病気を
I feel like the voice is a little bit over the top. Almost parody.
ヨナ、大丈夫。ヨナは心配しなくてもいいんだよ。
We'll see as we go through the
いっぱい
game
食べてよく寝たら
how much of this
ち
is
ゃんと良くな
intentional,
るから。
parody-wise. What is that little thing on her head?
本当？
もちろん。それじゃあお兄ちゃんは仕事に行くから。おとなしく
Very
家に帰るんだ
admirable
ぞ
of her to look for a cure. But yeah, kids that age, they shouldn't have to worry about that kind
寄
of
り
thing.
道しない。
Let the adults worry about it.
今減り続ける人口と蔓延する奇病が世界を
Ooh,
悩
lots
ま
of
せている
disease.
らしい。
I wonder if that's what Yonah
魔
has.
物と呼ばれる黒い化け物も人々
Yeah,
の
new
生活を
monsters.
脅かすようになってきた。でも僕にとって気がかりなことはただ一つ。妹のヨナと一緒に今日をちゃんと生き延びられるかどうか。子供
Yeah, a
だけ
little
で
bit
生き
of
ていくのは
exposition
いろいろ
here.
大変だけど、優しい人の多いこの村でならなんとかやっていける気がする。いや、
Not very detailed, but it's enough for now.
ヨナのためにも。
Still, lots of mysteries. Okay, kind of overwhelmed here at the beginning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.